Did you pee in the bathroom upstairs at East North Avenue? Cause it's leaking from the sink. It's pee.
Well, you gotta take it somewhere.
Charlie, stop playing with me.
What money are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, I can't stand dealing with you.
Some days it's good, some days it's bad.
And this is a joy. This is a joy, people. Bobby, clean up the floor. And Eli's poop, please. And thank you.
I pick my nose and then I flick it. So what?
Where is my money? Why do we have to always go through this?
Go through what?
If they would go back through their notes, they will realize that we never once said this house will be done today.
The sooner you get your offer in, the better. So sometimes you have to resort to things like jumping through windows.
Just seems like the reasonable thing to do. Charlie and I kind of grew up together. We started, I don't know if you would call it dating or not, but we started hanging out with each other when we were teenagers. I was probably about 14. You were 16.
I made the first move. I put a Sour Patch Kid in my mouth and I told her to get it out. And that's how I got her.
That is not the way you should be telling that. That is how
You tell
the story. No.
How's it
Oh
go?
my goodness.
You tell me how it goes.
How it goes. He thought he was slick. That's what happened. He was walking me halfway to my house and we were eating a pack of Sour Patch Kids. I only like certain colors. And you had the red one, the last red one. I was like, oh, can I get that? And he goes, if you want to get it, you gotta come and get it. Thought you were slick. And then when I went, of course,
I have to come up with.
Yeah, well, I guess it worked.
Yeah.
Here we are. It was definitely Charlie's idea first when we started investing, but our first property that we purchased was just a result of us we needed a place to live. We were living with his parents at the time with 2 kids, our chocolate lab. We're all in this townhouse of his parents' house, in one of the bedrooms and invading their space. So we needed an affordable place to live and we found a property that was just $25,000, and that's kind of how it began because the year before that we purchased his car for what, $30-something thousand, and we were just like, we're doing something wrong. We paid more for our car than we did for our house. At that time I was a waitress and that's what I did for the better half of my life.
I was actually a service writer at a local dealership. So I would just, sell people items that they needed to get fixed on their car.
So it was just a moment where we just realized like we should be doing something else, and Charlie started researching a little bit more, and that's when we began to pick up more properties and do the rental portfolio. That window's open. You can climb in there.
Is it open?
I think so.
Oh, this one's We just don't have time to wait on the realtor, so we're gonna have to go ahead and just jump in this window. Time is money, and we gotta get this offer in, because I need another house. All right, guys, I'm going in, watch out. So when you're looking at houses, there's a lot of competition, a lot of people putting in offers. So, the sooner you get your offer in, the better. So sometimes you had to resort to things like jumping through windows.
Just seems like the reasonable thing to do.
Today we're looking at a few properties. We're putting in offers. We need to get some under contract. We're looking to pick up some turnkey properties to sell to our investors. This is all drywall, which is good. They build it out. All right, so we got a refrigerator. So it has electric stove. Need an electric stove.
Julie's job is to show us the properties and to submit our offers and manage our contracts through anything that's listed through MLS. And so she's explaining to us all the details of how to submit this offer on this particular property.
It is an as-is property. It's bank owned. With this particular agent, a lot is done online.
Okay.
So it could be this is going to have to be an online.
Yeah, because I don't remember him having many.
He usually has HUD.
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mae.
Exactly.
So I'm
Yeah,
hoping it's
he's-
not anyway.
So it could be, he does, yeah, like I said, he does a lot of online, so, which is not a problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a little bit easier, and then you do all the paperwork and the contract writing after the offer is
How many
accepted.
days on the market?
4.
Only 4. Okay.
4 days on the market. So yeah, just by looking at the property, I mean, it's brick. Brick is pretty indestructible. Brick is pretty indestructible.
My first impressions of this property is really just, it's not too bad. It's pretty indestructible.
I don't know what to say.
Now we're going upstairs.
Now we're going upstairs. There you go. See, good job.
Check the roof.
Whenever we walk through these properties, I'd really try hard to keep what I call a property walkthrough checklist with me, because when you're looking at all of these properties, they can all start to look the same. It really helps us to identify which one is which, and then also for us to calculate the repairs and just be able to go from there and be able to keep everything organized.
Please stop. Please not do that.
I'm just trying to fill the wall. I was just checking
Yeah,
the wall.
you were just, yeah.
A lot of the older houses, you have to find out either are the walls plaster or is it drywall. So that's what I was doing, you know. I was making sure the wall, you know, I was just filling the wall.
The only way you can do it is just to tear it apart.
Yeah.
We did notice some water damage in the right side of the property. It looks like there may be some spouting issue or maybe some moisture getting in under the windows. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think it's something that we could take care of, and maybe if we just resolve the problem where that moisture is coming in, we'll be able to take care of it. So I still think overall it's a good property.
My initial walkthrough of the property has high ceilings, like 10-foot ceilings. The cabinets are in really good shape. The countertops are in really good shape. The carpets are savable. It's pretty much just give the house a paint job and repair the front porch, and it's ready, you know, pretty much to be rented out. So it's actually in pretty good shape.
We're at the second property. Julie's getting us access to check it out and see what type of property it is. We'll see if it's a flip or rental or what kind of investment it could be.
All right, here we are at 350 Liberty Street. This is for $15,000. Bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1. You have 938 square feet of living space. Yeah, 1905 is the year that it was built. 41 days on the market. Original listing price was $19,900. Tax assessed at $69,500.
Same as Canada.
I would say they're very comparable.
It looks like maybe a little troll or something like that could live in it. So it's very small rooms. The ceilings are very low. I'm not quite sure how they even built this house like this. But yeah, it's a very unique house.
So you don't think it's legal?
No! This cannot be up to code. That's why it hasn't sold. There's no way.
If the ceiling heights are legal, because these are legal heights. I know these are legal heights. Does this make it illegal?
Charlie, I tape measure.
These are legal.
How much you want to bet they're not legal? I'll bet you $20.
Hold on a
they're
second.
not.
I'm
Ooh,
It's gonna be close. See, this is a problem.
The houses are getting a little rougher and rougher today, so I had to call in the heavy hitter. Ron.
If I'm Molly, I'm a supervisor. I do drywall, painting, floors, and maybe little stuff like help somebody with a little plumbing stuff, and that's it.
So we're at this next property that we are supposed to check out, and we actually find out that it is under contract, which is completely amazing to me because it is an absolute dump. Like, I'm not really scared to get into and renovate some stuff, but this place, you need to strike a match and just blow that up. It was terrible.
Man, this is bad. Man, it need a porch, need a window, need a ceiling on the porch, and need a door, need a patio, porch.
Charlie did try to break into the house. Ron actually really tried to break into the house.
There's still furniture in there and everything. No.
You just put your hand on it and it just fell right off, right? Because the house was in such bad shape.
I know nobody knows how if you can touch one thing, it falls right off.
I guess we might have to go to the next one.
Looking at our final house for the day, in my opinion, the market definitely says it's gonna be a rental without even looking at it. So we're just gonna check it out and just see if it's gonna be worth our time to try to get it under contract.
All right, guys, this is our last property. This home is for $29,900. It has just been reduced. It was at $39,000, and it's bank owned. It is a duplex, and it's about 1,000 square feet. Tax assessment is $57,000.
Back up a second. We never know what's in here. Now. Whoa! Watch this last step. It's a little low. Okay, so it's a gas furnace. Wonder where all this water's coming from.
Yeah, from the foundation.
Oh, that has to be repointed. Man, that whole foundation's coming apart.
We found a couple different water leaks. One being all the windows in the whole house needed replaced because all the wood was rotted. And this foundation also had a problem with the water from the outside getting in.
How long you think it'd take to fix this problem?
For the whole thing?
Yeah.
About 2 or 3, maybe 4 months.
My initial thoughts on this property is just that it needs a good bit of work. I see a lot of water damage, some plaster damage, definitely needs windows, floors upstairs need replaced. But after looking at it, I think that it's not too bad. I think that we could rent it for about $950 and eventually use it as a turnkey. Definitely, hands down, the first property that we saw just was the most fitting. It worked as far as the numbers, and there really just wasn't that much going into it. The last one had too much water damage. The third one, of course, was already under contract, crazy. And then the second one, those ceilings are just way too low. So out of that's
Or
the
too
winning.
low.
That's
That's
my
a bit
best
too low.
choice.
We're here at Madison Settlements, closing on 113 Northeast Avenue. We're gonna fix the property up and get it on the market.
Madison Settlements is a title settlement company. Michelle Compton is who we work with.
They basically make sure after you acquire the property that nobody's going to sue you for any kind of money or try to take the property back from you.
What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start by going over the settlement statement. So let's go ahead and go up to page 2. You have 3 pages today because the 3rd page is where the seller has signed. We had to make a few little adjustments on your side, which is why we're going to have the 3rd page as well. Okay? All right. This is the that ID disclosure that says you've handed us your IDs. We verified who you are, who you say you are, and you're actually here today signing. Our HUD certification says that we've gone over that settlement statement with you, and we're going to disperse everything like we're showing on that settlement statement. All right, this is your deed of trust and security agreement. Okay, and so this is what's going to be recorded out in land records to show that there is an actual lien on the property. So I'm going to have you sign there, and this one is once again you as an individual. Okay.
The transaction itself doesn't take too long. It's not really like the long drawn out process if you're getting a loan from the bank. So it's a pretty fast process.
All right, there you go. Congratulations, you're all done. So you're now new owner, proud new owner of a property. Yay!
Buying houses and walking away with money. You can't beat it. Hagerstown has all the right moving parts to it, being that the housing prices are really low, the rents are really high, and it's just a small town. It's great cash flow. It's one of the best markets probably in the United States of America as far as cash flowing properties.
As soon as we close on the house, if we're not starting that exact same day, we definitely start on the project the next day because our goal is to get the property fixed as fast as possible. It is important sometimes that I'm at the actual site just to make sure the proper steps are being taken to repair the issue properly. We have a rotted post on the porch out front, so we're removing the column to replace it with a new one. Also, the underneath the decking of the porch, the support beams are also rotted out, so we got to replace the beams under the decking also. The new columns up on the porch, so now we're scraping all the paint and repainting the whole porch because in the state of Maryland, there's also lead laws that we have to make sure we're painting things properly and taking the necessary steps. We're gonna rip these carpets up to see if we can find anything underneath, maybe a nice wood floor, and if so, we may be able to save the wood floor underneath. So let's get started.
This is why you should go to the gym. Stuff like this.
Why are you so out of breath?
Because they installed that carpet. That's the best carpet I've ever seen installed.
Whew. This right here will save you money. If all the floors like this right here look to be in good shape like this, out of breath.
So what happened was I got a gym membership. I only used it 1 month. So as you can see, I have to make it back into the gym.
So in 1974, a new 3-bedroom brick rancher with a carport, fireplace, with a wooded lot was $33,700. Well, let's see here. It's 2015, and I bought this house for $23,000.
I'm actually picking up properties that are actually cheaper than what they were selling for in the 70s. If that doesn't show you why you should be investing right now, I'm really not sure what would. Scientists are bugging American roadside toilets. A group of West Virginia University researchers is conducting the first, this was in 1974, we were already getting bugged.